We are back, people, with the weekend roundup. The weekend is over now, so let's talk about all the action over the weekend. We'll start with that Palace versus Brentford game with the Eze disallowed free kick. That was a great free kick, and I can't believe they disallowed it. I was absolutely gobsmacked when that goal got disallowed. I was like, that was a great goal, and then nope. But it ended with ended 2-1. No Tony, but Brentford still playing strong. Palace looked strong. But they couldn't get it. Munoz was a big threat on that right side. Eze was a threat constantly, but they were missing that striker that could finish things off. They were missing Mateta. So when R9's regen, Mateta comes back, they'll be flying. They'll be fine. But I predicted this hiccup for the start of the season. But not as bad as it was. So we're speaking about more in my FPL video of the hiccup that Eze might have until Mateta is properly back. And then Ipswich coming back into the Premier League for the first time in a while. A good while. I think it was 22 years since they were last in the Premier League. And they got beat. Sadly, they got beat. They looked really strong in the first half, and they looked like they might be able to cause an upset. But they eventually tired. Liverpool continued and ended up winning the game 2-0. With Salah getting a goal and assist, as he does on his opening day. He just knows what to do on the opening day of the year. Then he starts his season strong as always. He ends pretty slow, but the start is always strong for him, and he continued to be strong on the slot. I did think the defence looked tired. I won't lie to you, but it's just got tired, and then that's what ruined it for him. But I do feel like the defence is either a bit laggy or it might get strong throughout the season. We'll wait and see. But we'll have to speak about more of that on next week. Everton playing Brighton, and I thought Everton might have beat Brighton there. I thought they were very similar last season, and I thought this is a game Everton can win. Just the balls weren't going from. The balls was not going from. He got beat 3-0 by Brighton. Yakuba Minty looked really good for Brighton. I thought he had a really good game until he had a head injury, had to go off. But the free-flowing football at Brighton again is looking nice. It's looking like Brighton might be a team to be watching this season, and it might be a team to be enjoying this season. But we'll have to wait and see as the season progresses how much we're going to watch that Brighton team. Arsenal playing against Wolves, they won 2-0. I think Ryan made a great save against Strand Larsen towards the end of the game. But Saka and Havertz back doing what they do best, and that's getting involved in all the goals for Arsenal. And it's continuing to show, the good players to be watching this season, and Arsenal are a real threat, and they are going to continue that threat. Mosquera got very, very handsy with a few players, grabbing one player's ass and then choking Havertz. A very kinky guy, really, isn't he? That Mosquera. So watch out for him. He might be a bit of a threat this season. Newcastle beating Southampton 1-0. Shared card because I think Brereton Diaz might win shithouse of the year. For his theatrics, diving on the floor after Fabian Schär nodded his head. Like, it was such a small little thing, but he might get an award for it. Give him an Oscar. Apart from that, I thought they looked strong in the attack. I thought Southampton looked really strong in the attack, and a bit of a threat going forward. So there might not be as an easy layover as people are saying. Burn. You got to get in there. He might have bit off more than he can chew. I think he might face some repercussions for what he was doing. But Johnson getting the goal. I thought Isaac might have scored, but no, Isaac got the assist. So he gets involved here, there, and everywhere. But Newcastle, good strong start to the season for a minute. 1-0 win with down 10 men is what they can do best. Oh, you know what? That's why Southampton might have looked so strong, because they're playing against 10 men. But Brereton Diaz can cause chaos. He can cause chaos. You need a bit of chaos in your team sometimes, don't you? West Ham playing against Villa, and this game could have gone either way. They both spent some good money, some good investments over the summer, but Villa took it 2-1 with one of their biggest investments coming from Everton. Amadou Onana scoring the first goal from a corner. Corner's doing well from again. You're not going to do Louise anymore taking the corners, but the corners are still going strong, so I'm sure Villa fans will still be happy. Both seemed exciting teams. Both were playing exciting, but in the end, John Duran took the winner for him. I think West Ham threw away a few chances, more than they should have. But yeah, John Duran, after doing his little hammer sign, showing, I'm sorry Villa fans, but I am here to stay. Forest versus Bournemouth ended in 1-1. Wood is on fire, as it is a flammable substance, I guess. And Semenyo filling in the space that Solanke has left. Obviously, they've got some more signings in there that are yet to get the fitness up and play for Bournemouth. But whilst in the meantime, Semenyo's doing the job with that 1-1 vital goal there away at Forest. Time to be biased, guys, because United played against Fulham, and I'm glad we're back. I am glad we're back. Obviously, we had the Community Shield last weekend, but Rashford looked really. I think Rashford looked really, really dangerous. Pressing against his man, pushing his man, running into the box, putting it across, trying it a few times. But Ahmad as well, looking threatening. But it all came down to one man. It all came down to Zirkzee scoring the winner for us. Thank God he didn't wait as long as Highland did. Thank God we don't have to wait for that debut goal to come, because it came straight away. And we got a clean sheet for it as well. Fulham definitely had their moments. They could have took their chances, but Onana made some good saves to stop them. So I was a very, very happy man on Friday night. And then it takes us into the final game of the weekend that we're talking about, because obviously there's one last game tonight, which is Leicester Tottenham, which we won't be speaking about in this video, obviously, because it's coming out before the game. But Chelsea versus City, and I thought Chelsea might have to cause a bit of a striking one here, but no, they couldn't. Haaland does what Haaland does, and Kovacic does what Kovacic doesn't often do. Both getting goals. Haaland, getting involved quite a lot and pushing back. Cucurella, you do not scare Haaland. He should put fear into you every time you play against Man City. That's the easy way to say it. And it's like Chelsea, man, you have 400. You have 400 players in your squad, and not one of them can score a goal. Palmer looked threatening, but looking threatening, scoring goals. Need a bit more in life, don't we? Not all the other leagues are back. I mean, I realised I didn't introduce the series to all the newcomers, but anyway, not all the other leagues are back. I guess I'll have to introduce it next week. So not all the leagues are back. We'll say it again. The Championship is back, though. It's been back for 2 weeks now. We're on to our second game week. Portsmouth have started really strong, though. They're drawing against Leeds and then a draw against Luton. Two strong teams in the league. And Portsmouth, I think Portsmouth, might be favourites to, well, not favourites, but might be a dark horse to try and push into the promotion spots, which I would really want. I'd really want Southampton and Portsmouth to both be in the Premier League at the same time and see them South Coast. I need Pompey back in the Prem. Give me Portsmouth back in the Prem right now. Burnley look like they're going to come right back up, though, with a 5-0 win against Cardiff. Absolutely smashing Cardiff. Smashed it in the first game as well. Burnley are going to come back up from Scott Parker, I'll tell you that now. Sunderland winning 4-0 against Sheffield Wednesday as well, showing that they're a strong contender to be pushing up this season, which I won't mind. Sunderland, Burnley and Portsmouth coming up. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. But yeah, Burnley look like they're going to be the favourite to win the league again. They are a good squad. It just took them a bit of time to get used to things last year. In terms of La Liga now, Mallorca playing against Real Madrid and upset them with a massive 1-1 draw, despite the super squad that Real Madrid have. Real Madrid could not find the win against Mallorca, and Barcelona could, though, with their 2-1 win against, I forgot who it was, but Lewandowski scored a brace, and I think it was, against Valencia, sorry. But nothing else really crazy happening in La Liga that week. Going on to Serie A, AC Milan drew 2-2 with Torino, Genoa drew 2-2 with Inter Milan, and then Verona beat Napoli 3-0. So some massive upsets in there. The last 3 teams to win a league all messed up, and I think this really is going to be Juventus' year. Juventus play tonight under the new manager Thiago Motta, who has just left Bologna, who Bologna didn't win either at the weekend. So waiting to see how Thiago Motta does for Juventus. I'm excited to see how he's going to do, but also I'll be watching the Tottenham versus Leicester game instead, but I might have it on a different TV, just on the side, seeing how it goes. And then PSG, living life without Mbappe. And they're doing fine. They were 4-1 against Le Havre and had a fun time while doing it. And Marseille, though, got top of the table with a 5-1 win against Brest, who Brest, got Champions League spots last year. But Marseille showing that they're going to be fighting for the league this year, by the looks of it, with Greenwood getting a brace and Liwahi as well getting a goal. They had made some major investments in that Marseille team this year, and they're showing strong. Now talking about my team of the week for the Premier League, guys. I am going with Raya in net. It has to be Raya in net. He made some great saves. I just have to have Raya in net. I'm going with a back line of, we've got Trent in there in the defence. We've got Maguire in the defence. We've got Mazraoui. All good games. Trent having a good game going forward. Mazraoui having a good game considering he's only just joined United and he's starting his game straight away. Love it. And Maguire just had a really solid game. Maguire's probably like my player of the week for his performance that he had. I had to have Brenton Diaz in there because every time Southampton went forward, he was the one that was threatening, and he also did a little bit of shit out of it, which I always like, and I'm going to compliment and put him into my team of the week. Joelinton and Ronaldo in that midfield as well, just because they got the goals, they looked strong, and they had good all-round games, and that's what football is about, it's a good all-round game. And then I got Yakuba Minty on the other wing as well, because he just looked so threatening until that head injury. He looked really threatening. And in our front three, you're going with Salah. Goal and assist, doing what he does best. Jean Duran, goal, winning goal. He's against a team that you're going to get linked with moving to, and then Xerxes, because I'm biased, guys. Because I'm biased. Look at the kits. Look at the kits behind me. I'm biased. I'm not gonna lie. And now my topic of the week. My topic of the week is hills to die on. And my hills to die on. We can come back to the end of the season and go, should I have died on these hills? But yeah, these are the markers that I'm putting down for the season. Ipswich are staying up. Ipswich is staying up. I watched them the other day. I thought they looked really good. I thought they looked really threatening. I thought they looked really well structured. Obviously, Liverpool always going to win the game. It's a tough game for Ipswich to play against, and we'll see how they play against City next week. I think these are really good challenges for the start of the season to like ease his team into things. Rashford is going to have a really good year. Rashford's going to have one of the best years of his career this year. He looked like he's like a man on fire. I'm telling you that now. I know, like, people will say, "What are you talking about? He's not. Didn't have like good of a game." Rashford is going to be insane this year. I'm telling you now. Southampton might not be the shoo-ins to be going down bottom of the table. They might actually put up a bit of a fight, which I'm looking forward to see if they can put up a fight. That's what I want to see. I want to see these teams put a bit of a tussle and see what they can do. I mean, if Southampton go down, they go down. I'm not going to be heartbroken about it, but let's see if they can do it. Villa are going to be challenging for the title. I'm telling you now, Villa are going to be challenging for the title. They started the last year really badly with that massive loss to Newcastle, and everyone was like, "Oh, Villa aren't going to do nothing." And Fergie was like, "Villa are going to get Champions League," and they got Champions League. Villa are going to be fighting for the title this year. I'm telling you now, they're going to be fighting on all fronts. They want to be pushing for the Champions League, but I'm guaranteed the fans would rather see them try and win the league, and they have a squad that could win the league. So yeah, I definitely be down to see it. Brentford are not going to have a good season. I don't think Brentford are going to have a good season. There's something inside me that tells me Brentford are not going to have a good season. Despite having a really good start against Palace. I think Palace is just missing Mateta. When Mateta comes back in the team, Palace are going to fly. I just can't see it. I think the goals were still sloppy that they scored, and it was a bit iffy, and yeah, but that's how I'm going to end this video now, guys. It's just a bit of Brentford slander, so you're welcome there, any Brentford fans that are out there watching the video. If you have liked the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, because I'm on the channel every single day of the week, guys. And hopefully I'll see you on next week's episode of the Weekend Roundup. But for now, thank you for watching, guys, and hopefully, hopefully I do see you next time already. Thanks.